I failed so that all of y'all can pass on your first attempt. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Lisa Ngoma, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for choosing to watch my video again. Welcome to another sit down. We haven't had a sit down in a very long time, and I'll just quickly mention why. So if you look at my channel, you'll see that a lot of the videos I've posted recently are vlogs. Now, school was hectic. If you guys remember, I'm a university student. School was hectic. Like the first semester was throwing hands. So I literally did not have, I won't even say time, I'll say the capacity to come up with ideas and sit down. It's easier to vlog because then I'm just showing my life than it is to put together a proper video to sit down and share with you guys. So in essence, that's what happened. But now today we're gonna talk about a video that I planned. I planned this video I think a month or two ago when I decided to go back and do my learners again. And I was like, God, when I get it, when I get it, I'm gonna shoot a video and I'm gonna share my story. So we're here. We're finally here. So before I start blabbing too much, let us get straight into the video. So the story starts in 2020 when I got excluded, right? So 2020 got excluded in February, right? You guys know the story. If you do not know the story, just go back in my channel. There's a video where I explained everything that happened. Anyway, so got excluded in 2020, right? And then I forgot which month it was. No, definitely at the end of the year because we were locked down. So when lockdown was lifted, I then decided, you know what? Let me just do something with my life. Let me get my learner's license, right? Now, the honest truth, I think would be the reason why I wanted to get my learners at the back of my head. I think I needed validation. I needed to be reminded that I'm still a smart child. Because listen, baby, I am those people that got maths and physics distinctions in matric. I'm that student, right? So getting excluded really shattered me, and I needed something to remind me of who I am. So I decided I'm gonna go get my learners. Now I think I took it lightly. I probably thought it was just, what could possibly go wrong? It's just stop sign, red lights, green light go, red light stop, to get me. So I think at the back of my head, that's what I thought, and I took it lightly. I used the app, the K53 app, because I had done my research, looked at videos on YouTube, and a lot of people were saying that app helped them pass on their first attempt. So I was on that app, used it, did the not past papers, those example test questions, did those, and I thought, you know what, I'm good, right? And I went to write, so I wrote at Langlaagte traffic department. Went there, did my eye test. So you do your eye test first, and then you submit the payment, and then you go and you write. So I went and I wrote, guys. Hey, I don't know whether I was traumatized or what, but the questions I saw on that test were road signs I had never seen in my life. Like, guys, I travel. Okay, I don't travel, but like, we go to Zim on a yearly basis, right? So a lot of these signs, I could say I'm exposed to freeway, yeah, all of those things. Okay, got there, and most of the things she had never seen before. I was shocked. Answered everything, clicked submit, and it said fail. Yo, I could literally I still remember sitting in that room and looking at that fail sign, and the test exact invigilator guy was like, okay, Sissy, you can go. And that obviously meant I failed. So not everybody knew I failed. I was devastated. I remember I left that room and I called a friend and I cried. I think also everything was just coming back to me, and now you're telling me I'm not good at getting my engineering degree. I'm not good at getting a learners. Like, what is going on? So after that, failed that test, went home, told them I failed, and they were all like, ay, ay, ay. Now I come from a very funny family. I come from those families that just make a joke of everything. Made a joke of it, but then deep down, like, it wasn't funny. Like there was nothing funny about it. Broke my heart, let it go, and I was like, you know what? I don't need it. Whatever. Come 2021, I'm like, nope, we need to get this learners. We are doing this again. I forgot which month it was again. Booked again, changed the traffic department because I was like, if I go back there, I'm gonna have trauma and I'm gonna fail. So I'm like, you know what? Choosing another place. So I decided to go to Kagiso. So I go to Kagiso, traffic department. I do everything again, the eye testing, payments, and then I go and I write. This time I'm confident most because I already did this. I can't fail it again. I go and I write. Did I not fail again? I was like, what is this? Like, what is going on? Went home again. I think that time I did not tell them I was gonna write because now I was embarrassed because I'm like the oldest ekaya. So it was like, so I did not tell them I was going to write. I wrote it alone, failed it, came home, kept quiet, kept it to myself. It took everything in me to go back again. I went back again. This time I was like, God, please. Went again back to Kagiso this time because I'm like, okay, no, I don't think I've got trauma with Kagiso because it looked very calm, very chilled. So I'm not traumatizing. Go back to Kagiso, and on the day I'm supposed to write, I'm thinking I'm gonna book on that very day. When I get there, they're like load shedding, so you won't be able to write. So that attempt failed again. I'm like, Kanti, God, tell me, Pella, if you don't want me to get my learners. Like, tell me if you do not want me to drive. Tell me if I am meant to have a chauffeur. Like, tell me. Because now this is getting frustrating. So after that, I was like, I'm done with this. I don't want this anymore. Let it go. That was last year. Got to, no, that was 2021 or 2022, I forgot. Remember I started in 2020, right? So it's either I did 2020, 2021, 2022. Yes, I think I tried an attempt every year. And then this year, now I'm like, okay, on a serious note, on a very serious note, it's no longer a want, it's actually a need for my career, okay? Because I'm in logistics, I'm studying logistics. So I'm like, how would I manage a logistics company and I can't even drive? What if somebody gets stuck somewhere, the driver needs and I can't even drive? So I'm like, you know what, this year we are getting it. This was in April, decided in April. I'm like, April mustn't end without me having my learners. School got so hectic, I let it go. And then in May, same thing, until in June that I decided, you know what, let me go and register. So I booked online and I studied. Okay, so I think the mistake I made was to take it lightly and think it's just a learner's test. I did not treat it the way I treat my exams. So this year when I decided to go write, I was like, you know what, you're gonna study this thing the way you always study for your exams in school. So I took the app now, and the funny thing is, when I wrote it the first time, I didn't even realize that in the app there was like, what kind of content, like there was a proper studying content. I thought you just go there, do practice tests, and you go and you write. So that's what I did with my first attempt. I just practiced and went to write. So that's the theory I had in my head based on the questions. So other questions that were like intricate details of how many meters from a bridge can you stop and all of those things, I did not know them because most of them were not in the questions. So I think that's mistake number one that I made. So this year I changed and decided you're gonna go through the theory properly, understand the work, don't just cram and then go and you write. And guys, I decided to go back and write where I wrote initially the first time. So I went to Langlaagte and I booked everything and I went to write. When I got there, I was just walking in there and I told myself, you know what, we're just gonna give it our best shot. Luckily this time I didn't have any anxiety because now I'm used to writing exams again. So I just wrote. When I finished the test, so it's 64 questions. When I finished the test, I went back to all the questions, started again, checked. I sat, I asked myself, are you ready to submit? And then before submitting, I'm like, God. So I speak to God. I'm like, God, please listen to me. And listen to me very carefully. We are going to submit this, right? And if I fail, I'm buying this learners. God, if I fail, I'm gonna buy this learners because I'm done. I'm done trying to do the right thing. Okay, we are gonna take the illegal route because I'm tired. And then right after that, I was like, okay, God, no, I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm just playing. Don't punish me for saying that. I'm just playing. But I need you to make sure this thing gives me a pass. So when you're done writing, they tell you to call the invigilator to come and submit for you. So I call him, he comes and he says, click submit. Hey guys, I don't think it was blurred in my head at that moment. Click submit and it was a pass. I wanted to cry. Like, I wanted to break down in that moment and cry, because it meant so much more to me. It wasn't just passing a learners for me. For me, it was, wow, finally, you know, it was like, I'm not dumb after all. I'm not stupid. So I finally passed, and I remember going out and then do your fingerprint, and then I didn't even send a message to my family. So I had always thought after passing I'm gonna send a message in the family group and say, y'all better put some respect on me from now on. But I didn't do it. I just went home, straight home. Got home, showed my little sisters. When my parents came home, I showed them. They were so happy for me. Guys, I was so excited. But joy, it was a long time coming. I mean, I started in 2020 trying to get a learners, and I did not think it would end up being a whole journey. But I feel like God didn't want me to get it then, because I was just doing it just for validation. I wasn't doing it for the right reason. So I think this year, because I just did it because I was like, hi God, now I need it. It's not about all those things and me being excluded and all of that. I need it. And because he knew where my heart was now, he was like, okay, here you go. So I'm truly grateful. So what I want you guys to know, if you are someone that's about to write their learners, please study and then do the past questions. So I used two apps. I used the K53 app, and then I used this app called Top Score. I think it's Top Score. I'm gonna just show you guys up here the two different apps. So I used those two, and the test was fair. And I was able to pass, and I believe you will pass too. Please guys, pass first attempt. Please pass. Just make sure you study. Don't take it lightly. Study, go and write, get it on your first attempt. I failed so that all of y'all can pass on your first attempt. I always say everything that I've gone through, I went through it so that the next person doesn't go through it. So guys, I've cried on your behalf, I failed on your behalf. Y'all go out there and pass the test. Yeah, I'm sure people that are watching this video mostly are going to be people that are planning on writing the test. So all the best to you. You're gonna be okay as long as you study and write. Be at ease, don't stress. It's not that bad. It's really not that bad. We just shoot ourselves in the foot, as always. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please kindly do subscribe to my channel for more videos. Like the video, comment down below, and share. I love you guys so much. I hope we're gonna have more of these sit downs. Yeah, because we're trying to balance life again. We're trying to bring back balance in our lives. I love you guys so much. Till the next video. Bye.